Welcome back to Blue Collar Sports, everyone, and thank you for staying with us through that break. If you're listening through the Radio FX app, you heard some great music. If you're listening through Periscope, we can see you right here. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We are about halfway through 3 o'clock, which means we're getting towards the end of our show, but we still got 2 more segments for you guys today, and right now is a great one. It's the end of March, so we got our bracket ready. We're going to get to that. But you are listening to Blue Collar Sports, our 109th show ever. Down here in Boise, Idaho. We're in the Pulse Radio studio at Boise State University. I'm your co-host, Seth Newville, joined here with co-host Trevor Brennan. We're ready to get back after it.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic show so far, and we got 2 great segments coming up for you. Of course, we're going to end our last show of the week with a debate. It's going to be a stellar one. Can't wait for that. It's going to get heated for sure. And speaking of debate week, I believe it was before spring break, we had our debates on what bracket we wanted to do on Twitter. I know if you followed us on Twitter last year, we did our best athletes of all time bracket. It was a fantastic bracket. We had, I believe we had 64, right? Or 32.
I think it might have been 32.
We had
there was a lie. It might have been 64.
We had many athletes on there.
Yeah.
And
it was a long one.
Very similar to the March Madness bracket. We put it on Twitter as a poll. You vote on who's the better athlete. They move on to the next round. And it was fantastic. It took about a month. And the results, though, I know it was pretty good on my side. I don't know about yours. I thought it was fantastic, but let me just say, LeBron James and Michael Jordan tied in the finals for the best athlete of all time. This sounds like a soccer match, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's terrible.
we should
have been Tiger and Michael.
We should do possibly a second round of that. But that was last year's bracket. We had a debate about what we should do this year's bracket before spring break. I know, Seth, you took what are the best sports movies of all time, and I took what are the best sports teams of all time. And we put a poll on that on Twitter, and the results were best sports team won that. And
movie.
Best sports movie. My fault. I should have won that. But no, it is best sports movie. And now we got our list together, and we're excited to announce it today. We're going to put it on Twitter right after the show tonight. With the Sweet 16 starting. And because we didn't start it at the beginning of March Madness, we are doing Sweet 16 just like the Sweet 16 of March Madness right now. So we got 16 great sports movies to talk about. We have them all listed from 1 seed to 4 seeds, and it's going to be good stuff. And we're going to have 2 games on tonight, and you guys can vote on which one you want. And Seth is here to talk about every single matchup.
That's right. We got 16 right here. You're listening to Selection Thursday down here at Blue Collar Sports. We got our bracket already. Now we're going to give that to you. What we think are the best sports movies. Mm-hmm. If you don't agree with our seating, let us know about it. Let's debate it. We're always down for that. A little confrontation. I'm down for that. But we got all of our seeds. We put it together on Tuesday. And so now we got it ready. Sweet 16 back in action tonight in college basketball. And so might as well, we're going to get it started as well tonight with our first rounds of our Sweet 16. So now we're going to kind of take you through some of the matchups. The overall number 1 seed of the tournament, we got 4 1 seeds. We got 4 of every seed through 4. It's just like a regular Sweet 16. But the overall number 1, the first number 1 seed is Sandlot. They take the owners, and our first matchup tonight will be Sandlot versus the 4 seed Caddyshack. So we got a little basketball versus golf here. 2 pretty old school movies. I'm guessing Sandlot's going to be the favorite one, but any chance for an upset here?
There could be an upset. Caddyshack's a good movie, but Sandlot is an overall number 1 for a reason. I know we did this power rankings a long time ago in the beginning of our show, best sports movies of all time. We've had Sandlot as my number 1, and so that would be the likely choice here. But absolutely, we could always see upsets on Twitter tonight.
Yeah, you never know what the Twitter sphere was. That's up to you guys. But the next matchup that will also be up tonight, I think this might be the best matchup of our Sweet 16. Karate Kid comes in as the number 2 seed. Have you seen Karate Kid?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's wax on, wax off. That's one of the best movies. It's been a long time. I need to go into these. I gotta rewatch some of these. But Karate Kid's a 2 seed. Bad News Bears coming in as a number 3 seed. So another baseball movie going up against a karate movie.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
This is a fantastic matchup. I can't wait to see the results of this one. I remember watching both of these as a young kid. I'm going with the upset here. I'm going with Bad News Bears.
Going Bad News Bears?
I know my dad really liked this movie. I'm on it too. I am going with the upset. Bad News Bears is a great movie, and I have them beating Karate Kid tonight.
It's gonna be a tough matchup. I can't let Mr. Miyagi down though. I'm going Karate Kid in this one. So I like Karate Kid and Sandlot to get on the next round. We then go down to the other region where our number 4 overall seed are another number 1 seed, but that is the Rocky Balboa series. There's so many movies within this series that we couldn't really just choose a couple, so we are just going with the Rocky Balboa series in general. What you guys think of that? I'm sure everyone, especially if you watch our show, you gotta have seen Rocky Balboa,
Of course.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Great series. But I think it's got a tough matchup. I think the best 4 seed in it, and that is Rudy coming in at number 4. That's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think, honestly, pretty close matchup. I could honestly see an upset here, but Rocky is just a historic series. Have to go with that. I know we didn't pick one movie of it, though. We had to go with the series. We don't want to pick however many they are, but we wanted to go with the series overall, and I would go with Rocky over Rudy in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm going to take Rocky as well here. I remember my family used to watch the Rocky together. That's an awesome movie series. But the 2-3 seed in that region is Miracle on Ice, a hockey movie getting in here. Not the Mighty Ducks, though. Mighty Ducks, that's one.
Mighty Ducks, I remember that. That's a good movie.
I don't know if it quite would make it on the list, but that's a good movie as well. But not Mighty Ducks, but Miracle on Ice, of course, about the win over Russia or the Soviet Union in the Olympics, going up against number 3 Hoosiers, one of my favorite basketball movies of all time. I know I'm taking Hoosiers in this one.
Wow,
That's one of my favorite ones. But Miracle on Ice is a good movie, but I like Hoosiers.
Yeah, this is going to be a fantastic matchup. I could see it going either way. I am going to go with Miracle on Ice in this one, though. I remember watching this as a kid as well. It just is it's a lot about history in this movie. So I really liked that aspect. It's the true story, of course. USA beating the Soviet Union during the Cold War era, and so I really like the history aspect of this movie. That's why I got to go with Miracle on Ice to move on to the next round against Rocky.
So we got 2 disagreements so far. Moving down to the other region, the number 2 overall seed in this one, the 1 seed, I think my personal favorite. I think I had it when we did that segment. I think I had this at number 1. A lot of people could say this might be the favorite to win it, but Remember the Titans as the 1 seed takes on another football movie, Blindside, kind of a newer one. But Remember the Titans, I think, is the overwhelming favorite here. I expect them to get it done.
Yeah, I believe Remember the Titans should be the big favorite to win the entire tournament, and they should definitely win in the first round over the Blindside in this one. I got Remember the Titans going on to the next round.
Great movie. One of the greatest movies I've ever seen. We made a little bit of a change down and now in this read. Justin Kelly, if you're listening, we kind of talked through it. But a 2 seed in this one. One of my favorite movies ever, The Longest Yard. I'm not even an Adam Sandler fan.
I am. I like Adam.
But I did like him in this movie. Happy Gilmore did not make this list, so he missed out right there. But he did get in with The Longest Yard. Takes on 3 seed Jerry Maguire. Another great movie. What do you think on this one?
Yeah, this is a great matchup here. I could go either way. Longest Yard always makes you laugh every time you watch it. But I'm going with Jerry Maguire to win this movie. I remember watching this one as well as a kid. Wanted to do what Jerry did as a sports agent, so I'm going with Jerry Maguire. It means a lot to me, so I'm going with that one against Longest Yard.
I'm taking The Longest Yard here in this one. This one, a lot of football movies in this region, but I'm taking The Longest Yard to face off with Remember the Titans, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Great cast, too.
Yeah. I got to watch it again.
That's a good. It's been a while since I've seen it. It was on Netflix for a while.
Okay.
I don't know if it is anymore. But now we head down to our last region, our last number 1 seed, and this should answer the question about who the greatest athlete of all time is from last year's bracket, because he's in this movie, and that is Space Jam. Love Space Jam. A great matchup here. Going up with another basketball movie at number 4, and that is Coach Carter.
Yeah, this is a great matchup. Coach Carter's a great movie. I do have to go with Space Jam, though. It's a historic movie, of course. Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan going at it. Surprised Space Jam 2 is not in this list, though. But let's wait a couple years. Maybe it will be next time we do this.
Filming it now.
They probably already are. You know, LeBron's already got his cast going together. He's going to be balling up against Bugs Bunny instead of the playoffs. So Space Jam 2 will be on this very soon, but I'm going with Space Jam, the original one, against Coach Carter in the first round.
So it shouldn't be close. Space Jam, it's got the greatest of all time. He beat the Monstars. I don't want to hear no Warriors talk about
LeBron did beat the Warriors, which is the real Monstars. Okay,
Monstars would kill the Warriors.
I don't know. They're the same team.
Then we move down to the final one, the final matchup of the Sweet 16. That is 2-seeded Moneyball. I know we both like this one. Kind of looks at the business side of baseball. Loves me. Brad Pitt stars in it, about the Oakland Athletics, about Billy Beane, the GM for the Oakland Athletics, still there. So I think that's going to be a great matchup. And against number 3 seed Cinderella Man, another boxing movie, makes it in right here. Great movie. I haven't seen Cinderella Man. That's also based on a true story. Great movie there. So we got two movies here based on a true story. Which way are you going?
This is a fantastic matchup as well. A lot of great matchups in our Sweet 16. Just like tonight, you better tune in to March Madness tonight. Great matchups all weekend long. Just like this one, Moneyball and Cinderella, man, I could go either way here. I am going to have to go with Moneyball, though. I love the aspect of the Oakland Athletics, how they deal with their team inside the business realm, and I'm going with Moneyball to move on to face off against Space Jam.
It's going to be a great 16. That's kind of the overlook of the bracket. It will start tonight. So check out our Twitter at BlueCollarSR. If you're listening to us right now through Periscope, it'll be right here where you're listening to us, right on this page. If you're listening to us through the app, don't have Twitter, go get it. Go vote in it. It's going to be fun. Last year, I know we did more than 16 last year. It was about 32, I believe. Maybe 64. I can't quite remember. Sure
we had a lot of players. It was a big one, and I enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah, that was a fun one, and this one's going to be just as fun. We got our Sweet 16. You just heard our picks here. We'll have the rest on Twitter, but stay tuned. We are going to head off to break real quick. We're going to go into a song, but stay tuned because we got our debate, and this one's going to get heated just like a lot of our debates do. So it's going to be good. Great way to end the week. Stay tuned.